Namaste all of you. Welcome back again in this yoga session. This is Vivekji again in front of you, and I welcome all the participants from Danaher company. And Let us start our session. Sitting comfortable in any position in which you will be able to sit straight. Keeping your back straight, spine erect. Open the chest, shoulders relaxed. Face in front of you. Looking at the eye level, gently drop your eyelids and let the eyes get closed at their own. Hands are resting on your knees in a Gyan Mudra, symbol of knowledge. Sitting straight with closed eyes. Please be aware of your breath, your moment of prana. Your moment of the life force. Try to feel the speed and depth of your breath. How fast, how deep breathing is happening. Moment of prana is happening. Be aware of your present condition of your gross body and subtle bodies at present. Physical body, psychological body, emotional body, intellectual body. Try to observe the silence, peace, calmness, pleasure and happiness around you and within you. Feel the positive energy around you and within you. With this positive energy, with the same silence, pleasure and happiness, maintaining this physical, psychological, emotional and intellectual coordination. Let us begin with our usual universal yoga prayer. Om Sahana Bhavatu. Hands in Namaskar Mudra, prayer position. Slowly inhale. Om Sahana Bhavatu. Sahanau Bhunaktu. Sah Viryam Karavavahai. Tejasvinavadhitamastu ma vidvishamvahai. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Slowly release your hands and lie down on your back. Relax in Shavasana for some time. Taking comfortable distance in your legs, around 1.5 feet away from each other. Hands little away from you, around 6 to 8 inches away from your hips. Palms facing up, eyes gently closed, and relax your whole body. From the tip of the toes to the top of the head, allow each and every part of the body collapse down. Just relax it. Feel the relaxation. Be aware of your breath always. Your breath, moment of prana, the fuel of your life vehicle. So don't forget the fuel. Always be aware of your breath. Normal, natural, slow breathing process. Keeping your whole body active as it is. Now take a deep breath, 2 or 3 times, slow, controlled, and deep inhale. Slow, controlled, and deep exhale. Deep inhale and deep exhale. One more deep inhale and deep exhale. Now prepare yourself for some asana practices. Joining your legs together. Hands are resting on the ground, close to the hips on the ground. Keep your hands, shoulders, neck, and face relaxed. That is important. Face also relaxed. Whole body active. Breathing continue. Do not hold your breath in any position or any stage. Now first we will proceed for Ardha Halasan. Those who are having severe hypertension, heart problems, or severe lower back pain, they will proceed with one leg only. They will lift their right leg only, keeping left leg on the ground, and after coming back, then they will repeat with the left leg. Those who don't have any problem, for them, proceed with both legs together. So lifting your both legs slowly without jerk up to 30 degree and maintain at 30 degree. Keeping your knees straight, neck, shoulders relaxed. Keep dropping your chin down. Now, if it is comfortable, keeping your knees straight to reach up to 45 degree without jerk, without pressing your hands on the ground. Shortening your obliques, engaging your abs. Try to flatten your lumbar curvature on the ground to protect your lower back. Now, if it is comfortable to go further, maybe 50, 60 degree, maybe 70, 80 or 90 degree, it's about your comfort. So please listen the instruction carefully. I am saying if it is possible, if comfortable, okay, not forcefully, not by observing the demonstration. So as per your capacity, everybody is having different physical capacity. So that is why no comparison. We are practicing Ardha Halasan, half plow pose. So this asana is diverting your blood circulation from the legs, lower limbs to the thoracic region or upper body. So because of the gravity, how the blood circulation is getting diverted, that is important. While coming back with control slowly, step by step, in a reverse order, come back without jerk, with control. And then again relax in Shavasana. In this asana, it creates much more pressure on the abdominal region. So because of the pressure and because of the excess blood circulation getting diverted, all the internal organs of the abdominal region are getting stimulated. Which are the organs which are getting stimulated? Like liver, kidneys, pancreas, peristalsis movement of the intestine. That is why this posture is very good for diabetes management, good for digestive disorders. Okay, and it will help you to reduce extra fats from the abdominal region. It improves your digestive capacity. Only in case of conditions like heart problem, severe hypertension, severe back pain, you don't have to practice with both legs. You can practice with one leg only. Okay, after taking rest for some time in shavasana, again get ready, joining your legs together and hands close to you. Now we'll proceed for Setu Bandhasan, bridge. Setu means bridge in Sanskrit. So bridge pose, Setu Bandhasan. First you are bending at your both knees. Then take your heels close to the hips, as close as possible. Feet should remain flat on the ground, and part your feet a little, around 4 to 6 inches away from each other. Keep your thighs parallel. So keep your inner thighs active. Do not spread your knees much. Feet parallel, thighs parallel. And now slowly squeezing your buttocks, shooting your tailbone in, lift your buttocks all the way, as much as you can. Your spine will go in the extension so that your chest will come to the chin. Maintain the inner thigh connection. Do not spread your knees much. Keep your thighs parallel. So the structure of the body resembles like a bridge. So this is the half bridge. Okay. Setu Bandhasan, bridge pose. Breathing continue all the time. Do not hold your breath. This is very good to strengthen your buttocks, back thighs, glutes and hamstrings, to strengthen your spinal muscles, especially lower back. And it opens your hip flexors. Slowly come down. Because of our modern habits, as we are sitting, always sitting on the chair, or we are not habitual to open the hip flexors. Okay, so we are having very tight hip flexors. So by practicing this Setu Bandhasan, it opens your hip flexors and it improves your flexibility of the hip thigh joint. Okay, Setu Bandhasan, in which your spine is going in the extension. Okay, now for the flexion, forward bending, that is counterbalance of this Setu Bandhasan, we will practice Pavan Muktasan, gas releasing or wind releasing pose, Pavan Muktasan, in which, as it is, your knees are bent. Take your knees to the chest and hug your knees with your hands. You can hug your knees either making a finger lock or holding at the wrists or holding at the elbows, whichever is comfortable for you. Breathing continue and keep your neck, shoulders relaxed. That is important. Again, in case of severe back pain, lumbar spondylitis, cervical spondylitis, heart problems, or severe hypertension, chronic, in those cases, this will be the final position for you. Don't go further. Those who don't have any problem, for them only, slowly with exhale, lifting your upper body, lifting your head, neck, shoulders, and upper back. Keep your neck, shoulders relaxed. Try to bring your knees and face close to each other, maintaining your maximum body weight on the lower back, not on the middle back. In the beginning, it will be difficult to maintain the body weight on the lower back, but after the practice, it will be comfortable for you. Breathing continue in the final position. This is the final position of Pavan Muktasan. Don't throw the head forward, or do not jam your chin to the chest, or don't hike your shoulders. That is important. This is also very good for diabetes management and very effective for digestive disorders. To come back slowly, release your head and upper body first without jerk. Then release your hands and then release your legs. Take rest in Shavasana. As I told you before also, that after practicing one or two asana, taking rest in shavasana is also important to get more benefits, because in particular asana practices, some particular muscles are getting contracted, some are getting stretched. So because of that workout of the muscles, they are getting tired. It's a consumption of the oxygen, consumption of the energy. So again, by giving the relaxation, those muscles are getting relaxed properly. They are getting enough quantity of oxygen again, so that they will get ready for the next practice. Okay. Setu Bandhasan, in which there was a backward bending, extension. Pawan Muktasan, forward bending, flexion. So backward and forward, these two movements of the spine you have covered up by practicing those asanas. Now we are going for twisting in lying down position. That is Merudanda Abhyas. Merudanda means a vertebral column. Abhyas means a practice. Okay. So it's a Merudanda Abhyas, or it is known as crocodile variations, or it is known as Jathara Parivartanasana. But Merudanda Abhyas is the common name for this one. Taking legs together first, then spread your hands at the shoulder level by the sides, preferably palms facing down to the ground. But if you have stiffness in the shoulders, then you can adjust the position of your palms. Both hands and shoulders should remain as it is in one line, 180 degree. Keep your shoulders and hands on the ground all the time. Slowly bending at your right knee. Left leg will remain straight as it is in the body line. Place your right foot on the left knee, foot over the knee. And now slowly twisting your lower body to the left side and face to the right side. This is known as Merudanda Abhyas. Breathing continue. Awareness on your twisting part. Where is the stretch? Where is the contraction? Where is the effect? Especially lower back is getting affected. Okay. So for lower back pain, slip disc, sciatica, or any spinal problem, this variation, Merudanda Abhyas, is very effective. This is one variation of Merudanda Abhyas. If you have enough flexibility, your knee will touch to the ground to the other side easily. Okay. But in the beginning, you may find it difficult. It is very good for diabetes management. All the twisting asanas are good for diabetes management because it stimulates your pancreatic functions properly. Now slowly come back. Release your right leg, legs together. Regroup yourself. Maintain the body alignment. Now with the other side, bending at your left knee, left foot on the right knee, right leg remains straight in the body line. Then twisting lower body to the right side and face to the left side. If you are comfortable, you can close your eyes so that you can observe yourself. You can pay attention on yourself. What is happening in my body? Where is the effect? What kind of effect? Where is the stretch? Where is the contraction? So that self-analysis is possible with closed eyes. If your eyes are open, you will look at the others, or you are looking here and there and you are getting disturbed. You can't concentrate on yourself. So yoga is the body and mind coordination. So body mind coordination, for that eyes should be closed. Slowly come back in center, derotate. Release your left leg also, legs together, regroup yourself. Now another variation, the same name of the practice is Merudanda Abhyas. Another variation in which you are bending at your both knees together. Keep squeezing your thighs, knees, heels and toes together. So your inner thighs will remain active all the time. Squeezing them together, now slowly twisting your lower body to the left and face to the right. As you are squeezing your legs together, so in the final position, your right leg is exactly over the left leg. Toes on the toes, heel on the heel, knee on the knee. So all the time you have to keep your buttocks active, inner thighs active, front thighs active. Okay. So this is another variation of Merudanda Abhyas. And all those variations are very effective, very good for spinal problems, good for diabetes, good for digestion. And you can maintain this final position. In the beginning, it will be difficult to maintain for 30 or 40 seconds. So in the beginning, you can maintain it for at least 12 to 15 seconds. And then day by day, after the practice, you will improve your stamina and flexibility, strength, everything. And then you can maintain it for longer time. Slowly come back. And now proceed with the other side. Lower body, you are twisting to right side, face to the left side. After reaching in the final position, then you can close your eyes gently. Breathing continue. This side in the final position, your left leg is exactly over the right leg, foot on the foot, knee on the knee. Especially when you are waking up in the morning, that time instead of coming in sitting directly on the bed only, you practice those crocodile variations, one or two variations, so that you won't have any jerk in the spine or in the back or in the abdomen. Because your abdominal muscles are also getting worked out. It is known as, in a medical term, it is known as contralateral obliques work. One side internal and other side external obliques are getting contracted for this twisting. Slowly come back in center. Keep your knees bent. And one more variation, there is little different effect in this variation, in which you'll take distance in your legs around equal to the width of your mat, 1.5 feet approximately, feet parallel. Keeping the distance, now slowly twisting your lower body to the left and face to the right, dropping your knees on the ground to the left side. In this variation, you are tilting your pelvis, and because of which you are opening at the hip thigh joint also. At the same time, you are strengthening your right knee ligament, because your left knee will rest easily on the ground because you are going to the left side. But your job is to anchor your right knee on the ground, and that right knee should come exactly below the left sole of the foot. That much distance you should maintain in your feet from the beginning. Slowly come back in center. This variation also is very good to open the hip flexors. To the other side now, maintaining the same distance. You are dropping your knees to the right side now, twisting lower body to the right, face to the left. Here your right knee will rest on the ground easily, and you try to anchor your left knee as much as you can. Again, she is flexible, she is practitioner, so she is able to touch the knee as easily. But for you, it will be difficult in the beginning, so don't force yourself. If you force yourself or you ask somebody to push or pull yourself, that is dangerous. It may damage your knee ligament, so be careful. There should not be any injury during yoga practice or during asana practice. Slowly come back in center. Release your legs, release your hands, and take rest in Shavasana for some time. During relaxation, try to observe the changes and effects of the practice. Whatever the practices you are going through, what kind of changes, what kind of effects are there, where is the effect, what kind of effect, so which part or which joint or which muscle getting stretched, contracted, and or in which organ you are getting the stimulation. So all that self analysis is important. So during the practice, before the practice, during the practice, and after the practice, That self-analysis is very important. That is the spiritual aspect of yoga or asana practice. That is known as experiential aspect. Let the breathing become normal, relaxed. As I am telling you that keep breathing. I am not saying in the final position that breathing should be normal, because every individual is having different strength, stamina, flexibility, capacity. Okay, so because of that, every individual will have different pressure on the abdomen, different pressure on the heart, different pressure on the lungs, and then accordingly that speed of the breath, depth of the breath will be adjusted by the body at its own in different asana practices. So nobody can say that you in this asana practice you should have normal breath. In different asana practices, breathing speed will be different, depth will be different for every individual. Now slowly again get ready, joining your legs together. Taking a left side turn, come in a prone lying position on the abdomen. Keep your legs together, toes are pointed back, hands are straight close to the hips, forehead on the ground. This is the initial starting position for the prone lying asanas. Now first asana we are going to practice is known as Bhujangasana, cobra pose, in which slowly place your palms by the sides of the chest, elbows are pointed up close to you. Do not spread your elbows out. Keep your elbows close to the torso. Squeezing your buttocks and back thighs, engaging your abs. So by squeezing buttocks and back thighs, you will anchor your hips, center bone and pelvis on the ground. Heels are together. And now slowly with the minimum support or with little support, or if it is possible without support, start to lift your upper body. In case of high blood pressure, heart problems, severe back pain, please take full support of the hands. Don't proceed without support. Till the belly button, you are supposed to lift your upper body. Breathing continue in the final position. Do not hold your breath. Whatever the speed or depth of the breath, let it go on. Don't control it. Keeping your elbows close to you, shoulders reaching away from the ears, sliding them down. Breathing continue. Those who don't have any problem at all, for them, they can proceed further development, that is Sarpasana, snake pose. Lengthening your forearms little more with the support of your hands, lift your upper body till the hips, but do not hike your shoulders. Keep your scapulae shoulders sliding down. Elbows should not be straight. Hands should not be straight. Elbows are little soft and little bending. And arch back yourself. Try to extend from the upper thoracic, opening the rib cage more and more. Breathing continue. Slowly, with control, step by step in a reverse order, release, come back. In Bhujangasana and Sarpasana, you are lifting your upper body, your lower body remains on the ground. Please take rest in Makarasana now. Makara means a crocodile. So Makarasana, crocodile pose, in which you are going to relax in prone lying position. There are different variation or different classification of asana by Swamiji, Swami Kolananda ji. So relaxative asana, then physical culturist asanas, then some asanas which are giving you stimulation of different organs. So there are meditative asanas for the meditation or for relaxation. So these are different kinds of asanas. So Makarasana is one of the relaxative asana. After taking rest for some time in Makarasana, whenever you will be comfortable, get ready. Again, join your legs together. Toes are pointed back, heels, toes together. This time, place your chin on the ground. Hands are straight close to the hips. Close your fists and place your fists below the thighs. We are proceeding for Shalabhasan, locust pose. Shalabha. Shalabha means a locust. So locust pose. So this closing the fists and placing them below the thighs is the modification. It's the simplification for the support. Otherwise, your palms are as it is by the sides of the hips. But this is comfortable. Now keeping your buttocks and back thighs active, front thighs active to keep your knees straight. Again, those who are having severe lower back pain, heart problems, or high blood pressure, chronic, for them, they will not proceed with both legs together. You will proceed with the right leg first, then come back, and then left leg, and then come back in this way. Okay. Those who don't have any problem at all, for them, slowly lift your both legs straight from the hips. Knees should remain straight. Imagine somebody is pulling your legs behind you. Breathing continue in the final position. In this asana, you will feel how it is difficult to pull our own leg. So otherwise, always as a human, not please don't take it personal, but human tendency is to pull the other's leg. But pulling your own leg is difficult, like this in asana, Shalabhasan. Slowly release. Please relax in Makarasana again. In this Shalabhasan, you are lifting your lower body, upper body is on the ground. So in this Shalabhasan is also very good for to strengthen your spinal muscles, back muscles, because they are getting contracted. But in case of spinal problems, then you should take support of your hands properly, and you should not proceed with both legs. You can practice with one leg. Even when lower back pain is very severe, very chronic, that time you cannot maintain for longer time. At that time, you can just lift your right leg, maintain for 5 seconds, come down. Left leg, maintain for 5 seconds, come down, and again repeat it 2 or 3 times. That can be done. So, and then after the practice, it will develop the strength of your spinal muscles, back muscles, and then you can maintain it for longer time. After this, Bhujangasana and Shalabhasan, lifting upper and lower body one by one. Let us try to lift lower and upper body together. For that, we will proceed for Dhanurasana, bow pose, in which again legs are together, forehead on the ground, hands are straight close to the hips, bend at your knees. Dhanura means a bow. So Dhanurasana, bow pose. In this asana, your body from the knee to the head, it will resemble like an arch of a bow. Whereas your both the hands and legs from knees to the toes will resemble like a string of a bow. So hold your ankle joints with your respect to hands firmly. Keeping your elbows straight, squeezing your buttocks and back thighs, you are supposed to lift your lower body, knees and thighs, and engaging your abs, lift your upper body, head, shoulders, chest. Slowly come up with inhale. Your body weight should remain on your abdominal region. So center of gravity is your belly button in this asana. So whole body weight is coming on the belly button, on the lower abdominal region. So because of the gravity and because of your body weight, your abdominal muscles are getting natural massage. Especially your peristalsis moment of the intestine is getting stimulated. Your gastric fire is getting activated in this asana. Dhanurasana, bow pose. Slowly release. It is very difficult to continue your breathing in this position. It's very challenging, but it will improve your breathing capacity. Slowly release and relax in Makarasana again. This Dhanurasana is also very good for diabetes management, good for digestive disorders, but for back pain, heart problems, high blood pressure, for those patients or those people, they should avoid this practice, because it creates pressure on the heart. It improves, it diverts your blood circulation towards the heart, and breathing is very difficult because whole body weight is on the abdominal region. So there is very less room for the movement of the diaphragm. So breathing is challenging. But because of that challenge of the movement of the diaphragm, it will strengthen that diaphragm. Diaphragm is one muscle. So because of which it will strengthen your diaphragm muscle. And then in the normal condition, breathing becomes more easy and you improve your breathing capacity. Now again, get ready, taking your legs together and coming on your knees and hands first, and directly sit back on your heels in Vajrasana. Sit straight, face in front, looking at the eye level. This is Vajrasana. Now in Dhanurasana, Bhujangasana, Sarpasana, Shalbhasana, in all asanas, your spine was in the extension, backward bending. Now as a counterbalance for all those asanas, we will go for forward bending, and for that we'll practice Mandukasana, or it is known as Yoga Mudra in Vajrasana. In Kavaldham tradition, we call it as Yoga Mudra in Vajrasana, in which close your fists and place your fists in your lower abdominal region below the belly button, close to each other, and then slowly with exhale, bend down. Sitting back on your heels, if it is possible to rest your forehead or your face on the ground. Because of the fists in the lower abdominal region, it creates more pressure on the abdomen. So, and it gives more stretch to the lower back, lumbar region. Lumbar region is getting stretched more because of the fists. So, it is giving stretch to the spinal muscles, especially lower back muscles, which are getting contracted, and it may create little strain in contraction of the back muscles during Dhanurasana or Shalabhasana. So to get release or to get relief from that contraction, this is the counterbalance, Yoga Mudra. Slowly come up. Release your hands. Now open your legs in front one by one. Sitting in Dandasana, weight on the top of the sit bones, sit straight. Try to maintain the natural curvature of the vertebral column, especially check your curvature of the lumbar spine, lower back. Looking at the eye level in front of you, danda means a stick. So just like a stick, your back should remain straight, your legs should remain straight. Toes together, big toes together, knees together, and knees straight. Now from Dandasana, we will go for twisting again, that is known as Vakrasana, in which you will bend at the right knee first. How much you have to bend the knee? That your heel will come to the left knee only, that much. Your heel should not come close to the hip. Then place your right hand behind you at the middle of the spine. Fingers are pointed back. Do not lean back. Keep lengthening your spine. So you'll adjust your position of back hand where you have to place it. Maybe little closer, maybe little away from you. But it should be at the center of the spine. Now cross your left hand to the right thigh. If you are not able to cross it, simply you can hold it with the elbow or with the wrist, and then twist to your right fully, as much as you can, twist completely. But keep lengthening your spine. Do not sink down. Do not lean back. without shifting your body weight, anchoring your both the hips on the ground, lengthening and twisting. This twisting asana, again, good for diabetes, good for digestive disorders, and good for spinal problems. Slowly come back in reverse order. First, release your head, then left hand, then right hand, then right leg. In the tradition, the asan, twisting asan in sitting is known as Matsyendra asan. That asan is very difficult. So then with the flow, some yogis, they simplified that Matsyendra asan, that is Purna Matsyendra asan, that was simplified in Ardha Matsyendra asan. Again, Ardha Matsyendra asan is also not so easy. And then Swami Kulananda ji, he simplified this Ardha Matsyendrasan and he invented this Vakrasan, twist pose. Okay. Now with the other side, bend at your left knee, left hand goes behind you at the middle of the spine, fingers pointed back, cross your right hand to the left thigh, place your palm on the ground and lengthening and twisting to the left side. Be aware of the other leg. That means your right leg should remain straight, toes should remain towards the ceiling, towards the sky. Your toes should not fall out. Breathing continue. We are practicing Vakrasan, twist pose. There is no restriction for this asana. Anybody can practice. Slowly come back. Take rest for a while in sitting, taking distance in your legs, hands little behind you, eyes closed, and relax. Vishramasana for the relaxation in sitting. After those few asanas in sitting, we are going to practice some standing asanas. Okay, for that, now we will come in standing. Stand straight, keeping your feet together. The first asana in standing, the remaining two movements of the spine we are going to cover up, that is side bending. Okay, so for that we are going for side bending or lateral bending chakrasana. This side bending chakrasana or lateral bending chakrasana is also one invention by Swami Kulananda. Okay, because in the tradition there is no side bending or side stretching asana. So that is why Swamiji realized this and he invented certain side stretching asanas like this side bending chakrasana or lateral bending chakrasana. Looking in front of you at the eye level, keep your whole body active. Then left hand will remain as it is. With your right hand, slowly take your right hand at the shoulder level by this right side. Then turn your palm towards the ceiling. Then circle it up, stretch up, so that your shoulder comes to the ear. Keep looking in front as it is. Your head will remain at the center of the shoulder as it is, and then bend towards the left. Left hand will slide down on the left thigh. It resembles like a part of a big wheel. That is why it is wheel pose, chakrasana, lateral bending or side bending. No tilting, no twisting, no rotation, only side stretching, side bending. Elbow should remain straight. Slowly come up, lengthen up. Release your right hand in reverse order, step by step. Now right hand will remain as it is, relaxed. Left hand coming at the shoulder level now. Turn your palm towards the ceiling. Circle your hand towards the ceiling. Stretch up. Maintain the stretch and then bend to your right side. Right palm will slide down on the right thigh. Keep looking in front at the eye level. Concentrate yourself because standing asanas are balancing asanas, and for balance you should keep your eyes open, not to close your eyes. Slowly come up, step by step in reverse order. Come back. So this is side stretching. Now we are going for traction again, stretching again. That is known as Tadasana, palm tree pose, in which feet remains as it is together. Gaze in front of you at the eye level. Concentrate yourself, and with the concentration gazing in front, slowly stretch your both hands from the sides at the shoulder level. Then turn your palms towards the ceiling. Circle your hands towards the ceiling straight. Then either you can stretch your fingers, you can make a finger lock and turn your palms making a finger lock. Maintain the concentration at the same point. And then slowly balancing yourself, lifting your heels. Keep gazing at one point, lift your heels and balance yourself on the toes or on the balls of the feet. Tadasana, palm tree pose. This posture is very good to improve your concentration, but to perform and maintain the pose, you need a concentration. Okay. Without concentration, you can't perform. If you try to close your eyes, if you look here and there, if you lose the concentration, you lose the balance. That is why concentration is important. Slowly release your heels, then release the stretch, and then in reverse order, release your hands. Again, relax in Shavasana for some time. Lying down on the back. So these are some asana practices which are sufficient to maintain your general health. Because always people are asking question that how many asana practices, which asana practices we should practice every day, how we can maintain our health, our general health. So these asana practices are sufficient to maintain your general health. Okay. So that is why if you are practicing those asanas every day, regularly, okay, regular means every day, not once or twice a week. So regularly every day, then only you will get the benefit. So of course, because of the time condition, time limit, we are having only session, weekly session once in a week, but it is expected that you will remember all those asana practices, all yoga practices, and you will keep practicing regularly every day in your daily routine. So make it a habit of your daily routine, or I will say, uh, be addicted for asana practice or for yoga practices. This addiction will be helpful for you. After taking rest for some time, Again, join your legs together. Taking a left side turn, come in sitting. Sit straight and comfortable in any position. Face in front, eyes gently closed. Hands resting on your knees in any position, preferably if possible in a Gyan Mudra, symbol of knowledge, otherwise any position. If you are not able to sit straight, comfortable, without support, you can sit close to the wall, you can sit on the cushion, you can take a pillow to sit. Sitting straight is important. Face in front, open the chest and eyes gently closed. And try to observe the changes and effects of all those asana practices. Before asana practices, during asana practices, and after asana practices. What kind of changes? Where are those changes? Where are the effects? The effects may be little painful because of the stiffness, because of the weakness. Maybe you got proper stretch in certain areas or muscles or joints of the body. For some people, you felt it very comfortable, very easy. For some people, it must be little difficult. Doesn't matter. Only observation. What happened? What was happening? What kind of changes and what kind of effects? That experiential aspect. And doesn't matter if you are not able to feel it immediately, but try it. Every day when you will try to feel those changes and effects, you will pay attention on your self analysis. That time, slowly after few days, automatically, naturally, you will be able to feel those changes and effects. Of course, those changes and effects will be positive, helpful, and those changes and effects of asana practices will keep you away from all the problems, diseases, disorders, vyadhis, and you will remain healthy. Again, come to the breath. Observe your breathing, speed and depth of the breath. How your prana is moving in and out. Try to observe the silence, peace, calmness, pleasure, and happiness around you and within you. Sitting straight with closed eyes as it is. Now we'll practice Brahmari Pranayam, in which you are going to inhale through both the nostrils, exhale with both the nostrils with the humming sound of a honeybee. As per your speed and your capacity, very slowly Inhale. Try to feel the same vibrations with closed eyes. Again, observe the silence, positive vibrations around you and within you. Now, hands in Namaskar Mudra, prayer position. We'll chant Shanti Part. Om Purnamada. Inhale. Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavasishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Thank you. Namaste. You can release your hands and open your eyes. I'm thankful to all of you, all the participants and organizers of Danaher Company and Kaivaladham Yoga Institute and all the media team of Kaivaladham Institute. I will humbly request all of you, keep practicing, be healthy, be safe, stay at home, take care of yourself, your family, your society, your country. Okay? So please continue your practice, and thank you. Namaste.